So awkward, man.
Wow.
One of these days, we're going to get this shit right.
Yeah, I know, right? I forgot my stand.
Right now.
So I forgot my stand, so I'm holding the mic.
Minus the stand. Right now, it's going the right way.
We was going in recording. We ain't
Yo,
fucking
8 minutes in, going in.
It was a lot of topics really fast. So,
but luckily, at the end of the day, it is the EOD podcast. Might as well just drop that shit again.
Yo, we fucking dropping that shit again. Fuck it.
It is your boy, Sin Supreme.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy T.
T will exclusive.
and me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah, thank ya.
And this is intro number 2.
Yeah, and this is the EOD podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome. You guys missed a lot. Honestly, I don't even think we're gonna
Season 2, episode 112.
What'd you say?
Season 2, episode 112.
Wow.
Oh, really?
That's lit.
Damn, all right.
112.
Kristen with the count.
112. Shout out 112.
Ooh, shout out 112.
Shout out 112.
Yo, I've been going through
Hopefully
this phase of 90s music lately.
Oh, it's so
Peaches
good.
and Cream. Peaches and Cream. Yes,
Peaches and Cream.
that was what they had.
Who did we listen to the other day? Was it Joe?
Yeah.
Joe.
Man, he really did it to him.
Fuck with Joe. But yeah, what's up, guys? How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah. It's funny because we just did this. And
we did this kind of.
You know, we're just gonna switch it up though.
We
switch it up.
We did, but we didn't because we started incredibly different. Essentially,
Yes.
We didn't get into.
We will get into the COVID and all that.
We don't need to talk about it at the beginning.
But like, how are you guys? How you guys are good?
Mental health check.
Mental health check for real.
I'm a little tired today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My body's
You feeling
full.
it? Have you had like some time off though, or no? Like you needed some time off.
It's no time off right now, baby.
Yeah.
Q1, you got to go in.
You got to go hard, really, kind of the beginning of the year. You really can't slack, honestly.
Line up the ducks, and then Q2, like,
is when you kind of like coast or whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
After you set it up, because there's only so much you can do at that point, you know.
For sure, but honestly, feeling good.
Yeah.
Me and Kristen have been juicing more, like juicing vegetables. I literally bought like $80 worth of vegetables and just juiced all of it.
So you made it all. So you got like a Jamba Juice in your fridge right now.
It was just like a giant. We had like probably 1.5 liters of just juice.
And then how much
good shit?
How much tequila did you put in any of that?
None. Sir.
What?
You drink tequila,
bro. Do you like? For me, I like juice. So
yeah, I like juice too.
Especially when it's got a strong.
I had some Jamba Juice today. No lie.
That ginger, shit hits different.
Mine was like a tasty mango drink that had probably
mango straight.
Yeah, it's tasty, but it probably had like the least like health benefits out of all the fruits. It was just made to be tasty. I got one person who was with me, and he got like the green mix green drink. Like that was like it looked like a pretty much vegetable drink.
Do you know about the hidden menu at Jamba Juice?
No, I'm sure they have it.
So they have a hidden menu. One of the drinks is called, I think, a screaming orgasm. They call it a screaming O for the listeners.
Yo,
you can grab that, or they have another one that's the white gummy. I think they actually put that on the menu.
White gummy.
Yeah, it's like gummy bears and shit.
Like are gummy bears good for you? Is that like
none of it's good for you?
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I don't think
it's good for you.
I honestly don't think Jamba Juice is very good for you at all.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of the shit
it's like all fake.
Yeah, they have like powders and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Shout out Jamba Juice though.
Shout out Jamba Juice.
So you ain't getting no money, nigga.
That acai, that shit slaps.
Wait, no, he does get a fire drink from there. He puts like acai and peanut butter.
Yo, that shit's like peanut butter and jelly.
It tastes like it's crazy.
And you're moved on. You're out of your stuff.
Yes, we are. The last episode happened today.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, thank ya.
Shout out Kristen moving on to bigger and better things.
No, for real. I'm like it's like I get to charge like 40% more.
And how do you feel about like
You might have to explain it to the listeners because some people might not know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so like how does that work? How does that work in the hair industry? Like how to like being where you're at and how much you charge.
So I'm a hairdresser. I pay a booth rent.
Yeah.
I pay like X amount every week, which is like ends up to be thousands of dollars. So it's like I just moved down to a new spot that's just like a little more luxurious and a little it's like a boutique little spot. It's really nice. It's definitely cute and a vibe, and the lady seems super chill, and yeah.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, so I'm going to be there like 4 days a week. And
how did you feel jumping into a space like, what is this the first like transfer to a new salon since you've been out here?
No, I worked at another salon for like a year, almost like 2 years.
Yeah.
And then I started working, and then they got me fired from my last job. The owners of the salon. And there was like, because one of them was my best friend, and it was a joke. I was like, oh, you guys had to give me a job because you guys got me fired. You felt bad for me. It was like a joke. It's like a stupid joke.
Did they purposely get you fired?
No. So they were going to quit.
That would be fucked up.
No, the boss found out that they were going to quit, and because he found out and he knew that I was going to go too, he just was like, felt upset, so fired all of us.
Gotcha. Even though you was going to leave in a more, appropriate manner.
Yeah, but you know what? He was a grown-ass man, and he started yelling at me, like pointing at me, and I stood up. I was like, you are not going to talk to me like that. And I just packed my shit and I went out.
You can hear the snap in her neck when you are not going to talk to me like that.
No, that's the thing. No boss, like, I don't care if you're my boss, you're not going to talk to me like that.
Nah, that's facts.
Having a boss yelling in your face, it sounds insane.
Well, no. It's like, we're all people.
Yeah, like, calm down, dog.
You're a boss, which is a position. It's not an actual, like, you're not actually over me in any way, shape, or form.
It's just a name.
It's just a name.
It's just a concept.
Title. It's just what your job is compared to what my job is. So, like, let's not get this fucked up and you end up getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't need to be all that. Like,
Sin exclusive.
So, like, I don't know.
I'm excited for you, Kristen.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's going to be a nice, refreshing energy. I think that ultimately it's going to bring on new skills because who knows, they might do different style of hair as opposed to your last salon.
Yeah, that's the thing. I can learn definitely a lot from this woman. She's like, she mentored under Tracy Cunningham, which is like who does like Khloe Kardashian's hair.
Got you.
So it's just a very good move for me, and I'll definitely learn a lot. I'm a visual learner anyway, so.
Will I still be able to pull up?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
You gotta pull up to the new spot.
That's why I'm just making sure, because like I need to. Like,
what, you think there's like no blacks allowed or something?
I don't know. It's just like I don't know salons like that. Like in that sense, like I don't know. I've just recently started going to salons to get my hair colored. Yeah. So like that's why it's like I don't know that aspect. I know just like
I mean wherever I'm at, you're gonna be welcome. So regardless, cool. That's it.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
And if we ever had to leave somewhere, we would just leave.
All right, cool.
Together.
What's going on with the baby on your shirt?
He's holding a knife because he's dangerous.
I fuck with it. Baby. Half evil.
Half evil.
He definitely looks half evil.
Yeah, because he's a cute baby.
He's a cute baby, but he's got a dagger in his hand.
This is a little dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of big dangerous.
Yeah. No. So
Kristen, your sweaters, I can't get over it. I wanted this sweater.
Is that from?
But it didn't have my size.
Who is this from?
Dude, Honor the Gift, man.
Honor. Okay.
But then the back is perfect.
And is stitching? Oh no, that's hard.
Yeah.
No, they went in on that shit.
No, like the quality of their stuff is so good.
Really nice. They went
it's
in
crazy.
On that shit. That's just hard. So yeah, I guess we should get back to it. Like,
COVID situation.
I am going to tomorrow to get my first vaccine shot. I'm getting the Pfizer.
Vaccines.
And I'm excited. I'm not gonna be.
You should be.
I'm not gonna be one of those people who are posting their like card. I think that's weird.
But you're gonna talk about it on the podcast.
I'll talk about it on the podcast.
I know someone that posted a photo of them getting the shot.
I would do that before I posted like. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm looking at it the same way like people post the fucking I voted sticker. Like like
you did your civil duty.
Yeah, exactly. And you got the vaccine. I can understand.
It is a life event though to get the vaccine.
At this point,
yeah.
Everything that's happened in the last...
This shit has definitely affected everyone's lives.
1,000% within the last year. To get the vaccine is definitely almost a whole different thing to be a part of. So...
I just hope it all goes well because I still am a little worried about it.
Me too. I might turn into a zombie, dude. Who knows?
Oh my God.
I mean, we talked about it earlier when I fucked up the recording, but going back to just like the relationship to how government treated milk and the campaign with milk and the got milk ads, like how much the government pushed that. Yeah. And then years later it comes out, they're just like, oh, actually milk's fucking terrible for your body. and you shouldn't drink it.
Yeah.
But here's almond milk or oat milk.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
Which really wasn't. I guess the weird thing is how those. I don't remember those even being around when I was a kid.
The got milk ads?
No, the almond milk or.
Bro,
I feel like they weren't around.
I feel
They
like
were not around.
I'm trying to.
like I didn't even see that like in stores.
No,
so
dude.
maybe I was like a teenager.
It
How long do
started
you
with
think it's
soy.
been?
It started with soy milk. They had
That was
soy
probably the
milk
first. Yeah, the soy milk was definitely the first thing I
Yeah,
saw.
I was like,
And then
nah,
soy
I'm
milk is
good.
also trash for you.
Apparently, yeah, it's not the greatest either for you. Either.
No,
it's like
because
one
it
of the
has a lot of
worst
estrogen in it.
ones. Ooh, that makes you like feminine.
Get the little BBL.
Yeah. Imagine you just take hella
I've been just
estrogen
drinking
and
mad
all of
soy
a
milk
sudden,
and my
boom.
ass be all fat. Like, damn, why my ass so fat?
Oh my god.
It's all this soy milk I've been
No, I think it
milk.
makes, if anything, like your breast grow.
Nah, I just make my ass fat.
No, I think it makes your breast grow.
No, it's going straight to the thighs.
That was straight to my ass. Damn, all that soy milk.
All that soy.
All that soy. But yeah, so but yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I don't even remember seeing alternative milk in that section.
I don't think it was around.
As a kid.
Well,
All right.
I remember when almond milk came out. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Try
almond
that out.
milk.
Well,
What
my
is this?
mom was like very well. I guess because that's what I think we also said earlier. It seems like milk is only good when you're a kid. Like your body can just digest it better when you're a kid.
Well, that's the thing is that lactose intolerance comes after infancy because when you're an infant, you can drink milk. And
It's obvious.
It's in our
Because
genetics.
most people I know don't really fuck with milk.
But then eventually, at some point, that shit just like switches off, and then you're fucked up when you drink milk.
And especially you're drinking cow's milk, which is like for a huge, like a heifer.
But at the same time, yeah, no, exactly.
You know what
Actually,
I'm
when you
saying?
think
Like,
about that, that's kind of
It's kind of
wild.
wild.
And like you think like that's the same protein and shit you need.
But I mean, I can see, but here's the thing.
They used to say milk helps build strong bones.
That's
I
what I'm saying.
remember
You
that
think
shit.
back in the day. So you thinking back in the day. Let's think of a scientist back in the day. He's probably looking at a cow give birth to a calf and fucking feed him milk, and then this calf grows into another cow. He's like, yo, I'm about to drink this fucking milk then. This shit probably will make me fucking big and strong.
I mean,
the way it makes this cow big and strong.
It makes sense though because we didn't have the science.
We didn't have the science.
Yeah. We
And
didn't have
that
the
was-
technology to know these
I
things.
really want to know who the first nigga was to put milk into the milk form of niggas drinking it and was like, yo, this is what it is.
This is for everyone's
This is
consumption.
for everyone. Like,
or the
yo,
first dude to milk a cow because
Who
originally
is squeezing
we
that?
need to do a little research. I'm not the one. I don't think this is the podcast either. But we're the ones to put the questions out there for you people.
yo,
The
someone
real
report
questions you want to
back.
know.
Who made milk?
Yo, they're chilling.
Them
right now.
niggas, yeah, they're probably chilling on a quadrillion. No, them niggas is dead as fuck.
I mean, passed on for generations.
Probably passed on for generations. I wonder if their family's like hood or something like that.
Yeah, man. It's always cool to see the person who invented something. Like
Facts.
I found out it was actually a black woman that invented the tampon.
Whoa.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Thank you.
I need to know that story.
Yeah.
That sounds like an interesting story.
I just saw like an article on it and like and photos of like the first kind of build of a tampon. Like it was kind of crazy. Just I was like, damn, people like these ideas are passed on and they're, you know, made for mass production, but at the end of the day, someone came up with that idea, and then it wasn't even. I think I learned about it like 2 weeks ago, but I was just like, see, that's something I would never look into, but
Yeah.
to know that, I just feel like it's not very common, and
That's something like that is definitely not common. I don't know why I would think a dude would
Make a
would
tampon?
have made the tampon.
nah, dudes can't relate.
No, but that's what I feel like.
Wait.
Because I don't feel like it's perfect. I feel like the imperfections of what a tampon is why I think a dude would have made a tampon.
She probably ended up selling it, or someone probably, who knows, maybe she got finessed.
Because
out of
tampons
her-
are they better? Are they better than
The-
as a woman? Would you say a tampon is better than a pad?
It's just like for different
Oh,
strokes
wait,
for different
I'm talking-
folks.
She invented the pad.
Oh, she invented the pad.
Yeah.
Genius.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting my shit fucked up. See, I don't
Okay.
even know the right terminology.
Oh my god.
But it was a pad. Like,
God.
But actually, so wait, but saying like you'd hope a man didn't invent that.
Yeah.
So there's an app. It's called Flow, and it's like a period or like a cycle.
Period talk, guys.
It's cycle.
Yo, period talk.
No. It's
period,
not.
Period talk.
period.
This is not period talk. This is app talk.
Okay.
This is so it's the concept, right? So it's this app for like to like monitor your cycle so you can like know when you're ovulating, whatever.
Yeah.
It's made by a fucking man. And it made me, I had the app and it made me so uncomfortable to know that I deleted it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
I did my
but
subscription.
the thing is,
I find
with with an app, there's so many people that go into making an app that you can't just like take that.
But it's like a company owned by a man. It just made me uncomfortable. I just feel like that is like a woman's thing. Like, let a woman own this.
I
if he
understand
came up with the idea,
and I can understand why a guy would come up with that idea. Especially the last relationship I was in, our cycle of using protection was paying attention to her cycle when like.
Damn, you're rolling the dice.
No.
Wait, what did you say? I just blacked out.
Because our cycle of using protection, because
Was the app?
We didn't use the app, but we used like, okay, her period was this time. That means that
you got X amount of time before
you have to start using a condom. And then you start. So I can understand a guy.
You understand the ovulation cycle.
I understand the ovulation. So I like pay attention to it but I'm also once again a little more advanced. Youngins probably don't pay attention to it. I can see why a dude might be like, "Yo, here's something for you, homie.
On
Put
some
your
real
girl
shit?
in it. Watch that shit. Be on it." So you can be like, "Girl, hold on, shorty, you pregnant?"
Yo,
your cycle?
let's talk about the craziest aspect of that though, and then we're off the period talk.
Off the period talk.
But
Oh my god, it's a cycle talk.
period talk.
Period talk. Period talk.
Yo, this is a new segment.
Fucking sick. Fuck, you guys should learn a thing. All men should learn a thing or two about
totally-
I think that it's
a woman's
fucking
cycle.
crazy that if women hang around each other long enough, that their cycles just align.
And so that brings me to the next
That's
concept.
some weird shit.
So if a woman if that happens to women, that's why I believe in astrology, because I feel like the energy that you have together creates something. Like, why would the energy from like a gaseous planet out there, like just like around us, not have any effect on us? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, all of it together. Like when they say like, oh, Mercury retrograde, I'm like, I mean, the energy's fucked up. It's like in reverse. It's like in a vortex, like, you know?
Yeah.
It's like not normal. It's not how it normally feels.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
definitely think that there's stuff that we just don't understand as human beings.
Like science, like that's the thing. Like a lot of people are like, oh, they don't believe in anything else beyond science, but it's like sometimes science just can't figure it out fast enough.
You know what I also learned?
What?
Is that dolphins
Yeah.
have actually a more sophisticated language than human beings.
1000%.
Because they talk at frequencies that we can't even understand.
That shit's wild.
Bro,
I cannot even imagine.
no, but they're saying that dolphins potentially could have a level of consciousness like similar to a human being.
I mean,
They just don't got thumbs.
yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
fingers and
They
At
just
the end of
can't.
the day,
They,
these niggas got to be in water. That's the only thing. Which is their land. Obviously, they can go places we can't.
There's ziggity booming under
unless
there.
there's a fucking merman and he exists somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
I think there's probably really a mermaid. There's so many things in the ocean that hide.
I think if anything, it'd be the other way around because I think there's definitely dudes out there that be fucking dolphins. So I think
And
there might-
often dolphins
So
are
you think
rapers.
Aquaman is real?
I think it'd be like
Yes.
I think it'd be more dolphin than man than dolphin because I think there's a dude out there that's probably
What's
fucking
the
a
manly
dolphin.
part of the dolphin then? If it's more dolphin than man.
I think it's kind of just a
He's
dolphin.
like-
I think it's kind of just a dolphin that can talk. Really, honestly. He's like,
Oh, yeah, that's
yo,
a
what
lamb.
up? Yo, what up? I'm a dolphin.
I'm sick.
Yo, if a dolphin talked to you, that would be some wild shit.
Yeah, if he's like, yo,
But
man,
they're trying to understand dolphin language.
come on.
If we can figure out what animals are saying, imagine that. That's some Dr. Doom.
You know
That's
what?
my job, nigga. I hate my life.
You said that to me last night, and all I could think is, why do I eat meat?
Come
Why
on,
am I
chill,
eating anything from the
chill,
ocean? Why am I
chill.
eating anything?
Because it's tasty.
No,
Chill.
Because ultimately, if we're not carnivores,
the
like,
world will destroy us.
we are not getting enough nutrients to fucking fuel our bodies.
It is kind of crazy how much that stuff does give human bodies. Like There's undoubtedly people who could not live without meat.
People
But
that
some
are
people
vegans
can't have it.
People that are
Exactly.
vegans and vegetarians and pescatarians, they need supplement. They cannot. Their bodies can't function off of what they eat, like taking powders and.
I think there's both sides of it. I think there's people who aren't eating meat, aren't carnivores, who are vegan, and they are live extremely healthy alive. They are healthier than any of us. And then there's people who eat meat as well, and some people who might only eat nothing but meat, who are super healthy as well. You know, I think there's both sides.
Yeah, because there's also different blood types, different body types, different
people in like the
types.
Olympics are eating fucking chicken nuggets as their daily meal, and like so you can't ultimately measure what you eat to.
I've seen videos. That's my issue with people hating on places like McDonald's. I've seen some of the world's best athletes videos of them at a McDonald's.
Just because they make a bad choice doesn't mean that it's like not horrible for you.
The video thing, I'm not going to necessarily agree with because that could be paid promotion. But I'm talking about actual facts of like people that when they train, they eat like shit,
just to gain like weight and shit.
But just like because their bodies are burning so much calories.
Okay.
Like they're just trying to fuel it so that they can keep going. Ultimately, like these are top tier athletes, you know, and they're eating like shit. So ultimately, I think that diet definitely plays a role, but there's so many other factors that I just don't think that we're even aware of. Like if you're vegan, the reality of the situation is you're lacking a lot of nutrients that you would get from like meat products or fish. You know what I'm saying? Like the idea of veganism to me sounds great, but it's like also there's so many levels to veganism. Like people like hate on people that say that they're vegan and then they like have cheat days, you know, like where they just like, because if you're vegan, you're so restricted.
Yeah. I was a vegetarian for a year and that shit was fucking hard.
I can only imagine.
Dude, I could not do it.
I love bacon.
Bacon is great.
I feel like reducing reducing the meat consumption is definitely ideal.
Food plus bacon, like anytime, I'm just a sucker for that shit. If you just be like asparagus and bacon, like I'm instantly buying that shit. Like you got me. Put it in my mashed potatoes.
Sorry, I just blacked out and then I thought of something that I wanted to talk about.
Like, wait,
new segment. So
new segment.
Period time.
Period time.
Have you guys seen the previews for that movie, Bad Ride or?
Oh, Bad Trip.
Bad Trip.
Hold on, did you watch that shit?
No, did you?
Oh, I should have told y'all niggas to watch that shit.
Fuck.
Is it good?
That movie is amazing. Shout out.
I
to
heard
Eric
that
Andre.
Same thing.
This is not an endorsement.
Oh, so. Eric Andre wrote it.
Yeah, and it's got Tiffany Haddish in it.
Oh,
and then
fuck.
I can't remember the guy's name from.
How have we not watched this?
The guy from.
I was saving it for Friday.
From This Is Us.
No, we got King
Remember
Kong.
He was a cop. The black guy from This Is Us. Let me look it up.
We're definitely watching King Kong Friday.
Yeah, you can watch this.
Okay,
tonight.
let's watch. Yeah, tonight.
You can watch this tonight. This shit is hilarious.
No, we gotta export this
I'm
podcast.
very fucking tired.
We are not. I'm tired. I'm going to.
It's Lil Rel. Lil Rel, Eric Andre, Tiffany Haddish, and I think her name is. How do you say her name? Is it?
Let me see.
Michaela? Is that Michaela?
Michaela, I would think.
Michaela Collin.
Hey, coolin'. We coolin'.
Michaela Collin. And it's shot like similar to Bad Grandpa, the movie with Johnny Knoxville from Jackass.
Oh, right.
He put the old makeup on and
right.
he did a bunch of pranks on people.
Is it Eric Andre?
It's Eric Andre though. And it's like
God.
The way they shoot the movie is like really good, dude.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's really
fun. We got a good
I heard
weekend
such good things about it.
It's so funny, dude.
So many good things.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's that, and I definitely want to see Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah,
that shit is gonna be a blockbuster hit.
Definitely need to watch that ASAP.
Oh, it came out yesterday.
They come out yesterday. So I want to watch that ASAP as well. We'll definitely have a review for you guys on the next episode.
Dude, we should have a movie night.
That would be fire.
I'm with it.
I got the surround sound.
I'll be here alone. I don't have a date.
Pull up, dog. You third wheel it. We tricycle. Tricycle, you know what I'm saying?
I'm officially the third wheeler.
The Day Podcast.
Hey, I'm sorry.
It is what it
on
is.
some real shit.
It is
Yeah,
what it
man.
is.
Relationships are hard. You know, even Kristen and I, we've been through some shit.
Man.
Of course, you go through shit. Well, that's the thing. I think that was the biggest thing of everything is when you invest time and all that into a relationship.
Well, look, this is the thing. There's things about a relationship. Let me just give you some relationship advice. Just like if you did, I don't know what you did. I don't know what the situation is, but regardless, if you did wrong, you have to admit that you did wrong.
No,
I
did.
Let's not assume that the black man did wrong.
No. I took total ownership of what
I'm just kidding.
I took total ownership of what I did wrong.
So you did do wrong.
No, 100%. I did do wrong. Here's a couple factors.
Well, good.
Yeah,
good for you.
Admitting it is the first step.
Yeah,
That's great.
Here's a couple factors. One, I was blackout. This happened. Hold on, here's the thing. This happened after this podcast.
The night of the podcast?
The night of the last podcast. We drank a whole bottle. Right? We drank a whole bottle. No, listen, stop. Drank a whole bottle, went home. I drank the same, copped another
His friend was in the car and drove him home.
Of course. No, I was fine.
You copped another bottle?
That same bottle, right? We party all night. The night didn't end until apparently 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't remember anything.
What is happening in the real world? People
Sin's got this whole other life. The pod.
He's like, I was at the party and I partied till 4 a.m.
Yo, I was out.
4 a.m.
Oh my God, I'm such an old lady now.
God. And you went to work the next day?
No, I had the next day off. I have the next day off. That's why, once again, yeah. I was safe getting leave.
He's playing it safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Do you have mask off?
Scene 2.
But scene 2, when
is it mask off?
Mask off. But scene 2, when I got to that little gathering, it was small. It was only a few people. It wasn't like party. But yeah, I did what I did. I was inappropriate. But here's the thing. I asked.
Inappropriate.
Damn it.
I was
in
inappropriate.
quotes.
I was inappropriate, but I asked because I had a friend there who wasn't drunk, who told me like, he told me, he was like, yo, I couldn't tell. It looked like everybody was down. And I'm like, so why did, and I'm asking Shorty, I'm like, why didn't you stop me? She's like, because we were all having fun. So I'm blackout drunk, right? So I'm not denying that, but I'm also not, I'm going to take responsibility for whatever I did, right? Mm-hmm. But you're telling me a blackout drunk person perceives everyone having fun. He's my third person who's not drunk is looking at the situation, and he thinks, he's like, wow, this dude is killing it right now. It looks like everybody's enjoying it and everybody's vibing out.
Kristen, don't put your hand up. Wait, I want to hear what you have to say.
So after I'm getting all this fed from me from both sides, and they didn't have a problem with it till everyone who was involved didn't have a problem with it till the next day. Because if they had a problem with then, you would have been like, yo, stop. Or, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. Yo, stop. And I would have, I'm only going with the rhythm.
It sounds like everyone was just extremely drunk, or, you know what I'm saying, off the shits.
Everyone was. The amount of liquor that we had there, like party favors, all that.
Do you feel like you knew what you were doing when you were...
No, I'm getting told everything. So that's why I'm like, I can't argue with anything. I'm accepting responsibility for everything I did personally. I'm being like, yo, I'm not saying what I did was right at all. But what I'm saying is like, think about it. If the person's drunk and everybody's giving them rhythm and like no one's like feeling uncomfortable, and then the next day, everybody's
just like, yeah.
It's exactly that's exactly like how I'm being told it. And then the next day is when you have a problem and you're like, what? This is what you did?
I never want to see you do that dance again.
They're like, this is what you did? Like, I'm like, all right. Like, what do you want to say? Like,
damn.
Like, so I'm not going to argue with it if that's why. So the reason why I said like, yo,
how did you feel after everything was said and done? Because at the end of the day, an event like that, you reflect.
I was like, damn, I fucked up. I should have just went home like I normally do after the podcast.
Did you
like when we finish a normal? I normally just go home, like, look, and I'm fine.
That's what I was gonna say. At the end of the day, we can't control. Like if you got to a point where you're blackout drunk and you feel that at that point you were no longer in control.
Yeah.
You had up until that moment a chance to keep yourself in control.
1000%.
You know what I'm saying? So like moving forward, that's all you can do is just like try to just focus on that aspect of it.
But I didn't because we've been locked in so long. I hadn't really partied.
Oh, no, I feel you, bro.
I hadn't really been in that space that we were in who knows how long. Normally when I go out every week,
the Sin Supreme just came out.
And I was out of practice. I didn't really realize how much I was drinking. The homie came with more. Like even after that, the homie came with more stuff. Like it was like I said, we were up till 4 a.m. is when people had.
I can't even stay up till 4 a.m.
That's what I'm saying. And so
I applaud you.
So it's like I'm like, all right, like so we all had a crazy night. When we all split ways, you were fine. You had no problem with this, but then you talk to your homies and they tell you like, yo, like, and I'm like, all right, well, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna try to like, if relationships go through shit, and everybody, you can't argue with me when I bring any of this up. Like everyone had a responsibility in this. It's not just me. It wasn't just me, drunk, blackout Christian, going out around and just doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody played their role in that situation.
Well, how did I mean, do I call her your ex?
Yeah, you can just say my ex.
How did she feel? Like after everything was said and done, do you feel like she was hurt? Because ultimately, if she was hurt, then you should apologize.
I did. Because I figured she was.
Regardless, I think you should apologize.
Yeah, regardless. And I said I'm sorry. And I am sorry. There's no excuse for it's not that I'm making an excuse for it. But like
you thought it was okay in the moment because everybody was agreed to it very clearly with their attitudes and energy. Exactly. You remember that much?
No, I don't. This is what I'm getting told from someone who's watching it. The third party was just like, yo, damn, everybody's just chilling. And the ones I see them giving him rhythm, touching me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just me just doing, you know what I'm saying?
It was reciprocated.
Exactly. So if the person's blackout and you're not.
What about the person that you were with? Like, did they have anything to say?
Not to me. I didn't talk to them. They talked to my girl and like told her like whatever I don't even know what they told her. I didn't even ask that because like that's what I'm saying at this point. Like,
but that's also like it's a 50-50 because ultimately, if that's her friend, like, what the fuck are you doing? You know.
But I feel like this is getting kind of heavy. This is because what I want to reply is like I don't really know if this is for the podcast. You know?
What? Say it.
Damn, no cap.
Let's do it.
What do you
podcast?
No
so you had said before that her friend was scandalous.
Oh yeah.
My perception of her friend.
Yeah.
So her friend is scandalous.
That's what I'm taking it as. She's taking 100%,
and she's like playing both sides.
She's playing both sides 1,000. I got played. So it is what it is. That and that's why, in my sense, you know that song. She's a runner. She's a track star. She gonna run away when it get hard. I don't want that. Like if you're gonna let this, when in the end of the day, even for what was happening, was literally just like touching of the leg. Like it wasn't even anything. It wasn't nothing. It was just literally the most it was just look like showing affection, like touching the hair, touching the leg. Yeah. It was nothing. It was nothing more than that.
I mean, right? that's a lot, but
no. I'm saying as far as like it didn't get sexual or it didn't get anything like that, right?
Oh, I'm thinking you guys went full blown.
No. So that's what she would have to. I'm telling you what she would have to forgive. What action she would have to forgive is that.
Well, even if she is away right now, she may like. That's the reality. Is like. In a relationship, you have to have time to like think about shit, process it.
Like if you again, I can't roll with that. Granted, yes, I understand what you're saying, Kristen,
but it's also like what did like because maybe like for myself, like my first instinct is like as soon as anything happens, I'm like I gotta go, and that's just because I grew up watching my mom trying to get it. When it's
happening, you're talking about when it would be happening.
Like that's my first instinct mentally is like I just think like. Have to go, like it's like fight or flight, you know.
You're talking about when it was initially happening,
like when at the beginning of like my relationship with Terrence, like I felt like at the very beginning, like that was my first instinct. Anytime anything went wrong, but I had to like eventually realize that that's not me. That's just like what I've seen. Like my mom would like scream for a divorce every single Sunday. So you never know. Like so that was like what I knew. Like when shit goes rough, like that's you just go. Like you act up.
Yeah.
That's what I learned. So it's like you don't know maybe whatever this person that you're dealing with is feeling maybe XYZ.
Yeah, I mean, in the end of the day, like, yeah, like
she could
totally fair.
like, you could have like
that's totally fair.
At the end of the day, like, arguing and having like things erupt is just a chance to like have a deeper, meaningful conversation and like get closer and like understand more and like also be truthful about like the scandalous friend.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think that's the case right now, because I tried to bring that up and it just.
I think ultimately, if she's gonna ignore that, it's gonna come back to haunt her in the future. Like, you can't ignore a friend like that. If they're two-timing you and they're playing both sides, like, you gotta understand that that's gonna come back to you. Like,
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I love women. Like, number one, like, maybe that's fucked up, but I can't help it. So I feel like I always tend to lean towards the woman's side. But the reality is, some women are fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, mostly men go to prison, but women go to prison too. Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying she's like a prisoner, but I'm just saying that fucked up mentality definitely is real. Like, I always, in my head, like, as a woman, I do think that I do hold women to like a higher pedestal, because I don't know. Sometimes I think they're naturally a little softer and like more loving.
I think that honestly, there are both scum men and scum women.
Yeah, but you know what? I will
just
say,
facts. Like, you can't ignore.
I'm not calling you scum at all. This is separate from this conversation. But
I'm not calling anyone scum. But I'm just saying in general. Like,
but the percentage of people that commit rapes, murders, like abuse are like, it's like in the 90 percentile for like every single category is men that is committing the crimes. So it's like, at some point we have to say like, okay, like, there is an overwhelming majority of men who are abusive and don't actually respect women like at all.
Yeah.
You know, it's like kind of crazy.
I would say yes. I would say predominantly men, but there's also women. So like
100%. But
I get the bias, but at the end of the day, like, I think we have to treat everyone equally. If we're pushing for equality, we have to equally realize that there are both bad men and bad women. Like, maybe there's more bad men, but like, we can't let that sway us from situations where it's clear cut that like people are just bad, you know? Yeah. Like, in the situation where, you know, you're hooking up with your friend's friend, but like, okay, I won't call it hooking up, because you guys ultimately didn't.
What it is. That's what I'm okay with that. Just like, because that's what the people are gonna probably assume. So fuck it. You're hooking up with your friend's friend and what?
But ultimately, like, if you do something with her, like, the entire blame can't be put on you, because ultimately her friend is in that moment as well.
Yo.
And you know, like, if she's gonna
time out.
If she's gonna be in that moment and react the same way that you are, she's feeding into that energy. Ultimately, like, it's both parties, and yes. for your girl to not recognize that, it's like, you can't just come at you and put the 100% blame on you, because it's both sides. I mean, if both sides are feeding into what's going on.
You want to know some real tea?
Well, that's good.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Sorry for the drama. So my mom, when she was like, probably, I don't know, like 29 years old, I was like 5 years old at the time, my dad cheated on my mom with her best friend.
Oh shit!
And my dad's not my real dad, but he raised me.
There you go. All right, cool.
They've been together on and off since the 7th grade. Like, they love each other. Like, it's like sick, it's fucked up, but like, my dad had like a problem with drugs. They were like on drugs, like hooked up, and then they told my mom, or at least the woman told my mom.
Okay. And
I was literally sitting like on this heater, like heating myself, like watching it all go down, and I'm like, just like seeing the pain on my mom's face, and then grow up to know that like my mom just forgave them both at the same time, and was just like, you know what, if you could tell me that, I'm just gonna forgive you, because she didn't want to lose her best friend and her man at the same time.
See, I've heard
that's
similar.
Some super tea.
But that's love though.
Hey, both y'all are dishing tea today.
Forgiveness is love.
We came here to pod. I'm in a podcast.
But no, straight up though, I feel like the real testament of love is to like really truly be able to forgive and to like accept and to know that like, okay, obviously like I know for myself, like I'm a good ass person. Like I would love to like be my own friend. Like I know that that's the kind of person that I am, the kind of energy I put into my relationships, like how I try to make people feel, you know, like I know I'm a good friend for a fact. So like for me, I just blacked out. What were we talking about?
She was just rambling.
She was in her bag.
And then I wasn't, and then I blacked out.
No, ultimately, I mean, we were talking about relationships, and I think that...
Oh, forgiveness.
Oh, okay.
So, again,
I wasn't talking
back to me. Hold on, let me finish my moment. So, I just know that, like, I am a good person at the end of the day, and I know that I'm also, like, have a dark side. Like, all of us have a shadow. Like, if we're going to be shining in the light, like, we could only expect to have a shadow. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And I just feel like forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, like learning that like nobody is perfect. And in this life, like you have to understand that people are going to make mistakes, and we can only show up and be a mirror and like help people learn and do better and like believe in them. Yeah. But that's a testament to like, where do you want to put your energy? Do you want to continue this relationship, or do you want to move on?
Yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, we just won't know because...
We'll soon enough, like episode 120, we'll know for sure.
Why, you think she's gonna come back around? She ain't gonna come back around.
I feel like she really cares about you.
Nah, I don't think so.
You think it's all for the gram?
This is all, for the gram. This is all. I don't think she cares.
I mean, it's probably.
I think
we'll chat later.
Yeah, if it can end this easily, it's not very. For over that, nah, it's not. It's not.
I feel like low key for a woman that could be probably extremely problematic.
Maybe if you weren't involved in it 100%.
But it's also maybe she's taking everything out on you because maybe her friend is very, very, very close to her. So she would rather severance like that relationship than have to actually fully accept the fact that, wow, this is interesting. I feel like we're going through a similar thing right now because it's easier for her to just like be mad at you and let you go than to actually have to have that harder conversation with the person that's closer to her, because in the reality she knows that that person is fucking wrong.
Maybe
cheers
to that shit. I'll cheers to that shit.
Cheers. I mean, ultimately relationships are hard, and
for real,
and nobody's perfect
on some J. Cole shit.
But that's enough fucking period talk.
That's not period talk. That's your life talk.
Cool. Apple is having their
Yo, we talked. It's crazy. We talked for 40 minutes, and I did not open the doc once.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's how I know we're just going.
Apple is having their annual WWDC where they might announce the Apple Glass. I put it in the chat. If you guys look at the photo. That photo of the fucking emoji with
I gotta say,
on.
this advertisement is mad funny because it's so insignificant.
Yeah, as far as what
in terms of just the photo, it's just two photos.
Yeah, right, all right. So the big deal, or the rumor mill has been running crazy because Apple had filed for patents that featured glasses with the Apple technology in them.
Right.
So because of that first photo with the emoji with the glasses on, and if you look at the glasses, you see the fucking Apple apps in the glasses, right? You see it.
Right.
So the niggas is going bonkers because when they announce these press conferences, they usually hide clues as far as what you're gonna see in the press release.
Right.
And so they're looking like, oh, the press release is an emoji with what Apple's been talking about, Apple glasses. Like, oh, so niggas is fucking going crazy right now thinking that they're going to announce the Apple glasses at this press conference for some reason.
Let's talk about it because ultimately...
you're going to rock them shits.
I've been plotting. So I had a Generation 1 Apple Watch. I took it into a jacuzzi.
Oh, you fucked
my homie's jacuzzi. And I was chilling with my arms just like, perched up on the side, but my hands were in the water.
Yeah.
And my friend's like, hey, is your watch waterproof? And I was like...
He was probably scared asking you.
I was like, no, water resistant.
Nah, you said nah.
I knew what it was.
It's a submarine style.
This nigga said nah, water resistant. Like,
but ultimately, I was like, it's chilling because I'm at the surface. You know, I pull my shit out. I pull the watch out of the water, and I'm like, oh damn! Like this shit's on and off. This shit's fucking lagging when I touch it. I'm like, oh, this is a wrap.
The watch was pissed at you.
Wrap.
Long story short, it stopped working.
It stopped working.
But I went to a Genius Bar appointment
with
last
that watch?
weekend. No, because my earpods stopped working.
Wow.
Yeah. They didn't stop working. They were just the bass was fucking popping. Like I blew them out probably because I listened to my shit pretty loud.
And so when you went to with that problem,
so I had the insurance.
Oh, they just replaced them.
They replaced them, but I was like, "Yo, how much those watches going for?" And
like 3, 4.
And he was like, "The Generation 1, they go pretty cheap, like $150, but I wouldn't recommend getting those. You can get the Generation 3 or like the most recent one for $279."
Yeah.
Base start, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
it's like
I might, I might need that because ultimately, I like the idea of seeing your notifications on your wrist.
I feel you.
I might have to limit my notifications, but if I can get the essentials like my messages and just be able to check it on my wrist real quick.
Sure this control that you
I have one. I just need to use it. I just want to like look rich at my next salon.
She has an Apple Watch and she never fucking uses it.
Why don't you just wear hers?
Nah, cause hers she got the gold band. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what do you mean gold band?
I got like it's like a gold. It looks like a wristwatch.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
fancy,
she sauced it up.
Fancy, huh?
What can I say? Kristen Elizabeth. Fuck yeah. Terrence hates that.
But yeah, no, I feel you. I like Apple Watches. They're cool, but I don't really think I need one.
Bro, stop hating on Apple and just join. Join in.
It's scary how much you guys like it out here. When you guys go to spend some time in the East Coast,
if you spend a week with Apple integrated technology,
it's just nice.
You would understand, bro.
I have an iPhone.
What do you mean? What you talking about? You have an iPhone? Let me see it.
I have an iPhone.
Where's it at?
It's at home.
What do you use it right now?
No.
What do you use it for?
I use it for specific apps that only run on iPhone.
That's so weird.
Because it's weird that people only make things for one phone. It's annoying, honestly.
It's weird that you won't use it.
Conform. You can get a fucking vaccine, but you won't get an Apple iPhone.
No, it's weird.
Come on.
It's weird.
Get out of here.
It's weird. It's pretty weird that you guys also use it. Someone can predict what phone you have. That's pretty weird.
Let's talk about some other weird shit. Wait. I want to talk about this Lil Nas X shit because ultimately,
you love that song, that video, don't you?
I haven't even heard the song.
You haven't seen the music video?
What the hell? I haven't talk about it if you haven't watched this shit.
I mean, because I just see the controversy.
You watch a music video?
Obviously.
Okay.
Do we need to watch it?
Yes. Well, I mean, I just think I
you gonna pause?
We got to hear your opinion. What's your opinion on it? Because then if it depends what your.
All right, pause.
No, it depends.
No, I'm not gonna stop it.
Keep going. Just going.
Ultimately, I just think that I'm looking at it from the sneaker standpoint.
Okay, from the sneakers part. All right, let's talk about the sneakers.
Yeah, because ultimately, for the listeners who don't know, Lil Nas X partnered with this
MSCHF.
They're
They customize sneakers.
Yeah, they also did a Jesus rendition of sneakers with the Air Max 97.
And they've been getting away with it.
Nah, but which no one gave a fuck about.
All right, wait. Let's go back.
I got the Jesus tee.
Because ultimately,
no one gave a fuck about those shoes. No one cared.
No, what? Those
I have a Jesus
hard,
take,
bro.
No, I'm not talking about the quality or anything about the feeling of the shoes.
You're talking about the controversy.
No one cared about them. They came
because let's be real, bro.
They've been out.
If you're talking about Jesus sneakers, we're talking about shoes that they allegedly they injected holy water into the soles.
That seems just
and
as
then blessed every single pair of sneakers. No, bro.
That seems just as controversial.
It's a positive connotation.
It still was a story, but at the end of the day, we're talking about a Satan. Bro, they injected blood into...
A drop of blood.
Okay. They injected a drop of blood into the insole of your sneakers. What the fuck? And I heard a story that the blood that they inject into the soles is actually from the someone that works at the company.
Yeah, it was a dude who works at the company.
Okay, so this
what
is
the
fuck?
Thing.
I mean, it's whatever.
As a person who grew up super religious in a church, like I know how like the Christians get down.
Yeah.
So number one, I just could never imagine my life as like a human being going out and like disrespecting the Muslim religion or the Judaism. Like I could never imagine myself going out there and like doing something that I know is going to really upset a huge community. I would never do that. So I just feel like
it's pointless.
So I feel like the reality is the holy water shoes are technically blasphemous. Like in the Bible, like the 10 Commandments, like you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to like you're not supposed to sell merch.
Facts. That's
a literal 10 Commandments. Like don't sell my merch.
No one gave a fuck. Don't create false idols. Exactly. False idol right there. Going for the fucking shoes. You want to get these shoes and spend a lot. Those shoes are sitting on these apps, these resale apps for mad bread right now. The
like this is these
shoes specifically.
I think even the Satan shoes.
No, exactly. Yes.
But we're talking about the Jesus.
Even the Jesus, the positive.
The hypocrisy is what she's pointing out right now.
Like so, they say in like the Bible, there's this like thing where Jesus like flipped these tables because they were selling shit outside of the church. They were making so gold. It's like in religion, like in Christianity, like that's not
materialism isn't supposed to be
like selling that selling especially a Jesus item is like not good. Away.
That's why you just pay for shipping and handling when you buy those Bibles off the TV. Like well, I don't know if they still sell them, but like you just pay for shipping and handling when you buy a Bible. Like
are you serious?
Yeah, no, they had these Bibles that were like. It's just an old TV commercial.
But so, anyways, it's still blasphemous. Whatever, right? So then you have the flip side, which is like even worse. And now they're tied in like who knows how religious these athletes that Nike sponsors. Like those people are going to be extremely fucking offended.
I mean, but it's not Nike. When you buy a Nike shoe, you can do whatever you want with that shit.
But that's why But the reality is, it looks like a Nike shoe.
It's like it is a Nike shoe.
It is a Nike shoe.
Let's be clear. Obviously,
it's a Nike shoe.
It's a customized Nike shoe.
But there's something that
means that Nike would have to. When you buy a Nike shoe, you essentially are signing a contract saying that you can't do anything you want to the shoe and resell it. Is what if that lawsuit was to go through. If that lawsuit goes through, that's what it's saying.
My gripe with this entire situation is echoing what you're saying, Sen, is that when that Jesus shoe came out, nothing happened. No lawsuits were put out because they released these sneakers. They sold the sneakers. The shit flipped.
That's against the Bible.
It's everywhere. But that's the thing, because it's Nike a positive connotation. Because it's like John 3:16, like God so loved the world that He gave His only Son.
I agree with you that, Kristen, that it is a positive connotation, because with the Satan shoes, 1,000%. It's a negative connotation, and Nike isn't gonna want to be associated with some shit like that.
Especially because it's offensive.
Them, it's kind of defamation to so many of character in a sense.
I mean, I'm sure. I feel like that idea for them after making the Jesus shoes was just lingering around, right? I'm sure they probably wanted to release both of them together when they released those holy water shoes. They wanted to release these.
Yeah,
they just needed someone to get behind, to help, because they knew the kind of backlash they were gonna get for making.
You're talking about Nike?
The fucking Bible verse they put on it.
I feel like when they made the holy water shoes, when they had that idea, this devil idea was right there as well.
My thing is, how is the Pope gonna agree to bless, or was
it was just holy water from a specific.
They were
area.
Blessed though.
No. It was a holy water from an area that is blessed. A holy area, it's just like running holy water. I think it's from like something that they like. Yeah, hold on, I'll look it up. But, interesting. I mean, the video itself has Lil Nas X bugging in it, giving the devil a lap dance.
I'll watch the fucking video.
I like the music.
Honestly,
video.
I heard all this controversy and I was like, this doesn't really sound for me. I don't know if I need to watch it. I understand what's happening, but I don't need to see it.
I mean, it's not that like graphic or anything. I mean, I love the music
from
video.
What I hear,
I was super down with it.
She's lying.
I liked it.
No, you said it wasn't graphic.
It was sexy.
You didn't say anything about it.
But honestly, I look at that and I think that looks so sexy.
Graphic. That's what you said. That shit.
Is it not? It's not graphic. He just dances on him.
If you were
getting a lap dance from Satan, sounds fun.
If you're gay,
if
you're gay, that you can jerk off to that shit. Like,
I'm sick.
No, 100%.
I'm sick. So, but
like and then he kills the devil at the end. Yeah,
I was cool with the music video, but the shoe for me with the human blood, that's what it was. Just like I was like, okay, and it's too much.
Really?
I just feel like
that's where you grabbed.
Did you? No, I could only imagine like if somebody made something that was like
how much fluid is in the shoe, like. to put a drop of human blood in it, it's so insignificant.
But
There's
I
no
just
fluid
feel like
in
if
it.
I
No,
would
there's a lot
never
of
want.
fluid. There's have you seen you've seen the Jesus shoes, right?
Are we talking about the Jesus shoes or the Saint shoes?
The Jesus shoes.
I would
right?
be
So you see-
Oh, the
outraged.
Jesus shoes.
You seen those, right?
They
So
have water put into the insert.
No, T. So you see how much fluid is in the Jesus shoes? You've seen them in person.
Yeah, bro. I understand what you're saying.
Same.
Like the amount of that
That's the same amount of fluid that's in the Satan shoe. My
with
homie had-
blood.
With no. They used like some kind of red.
It said a
coloring.
drop.
It has a drop from one of the employees who works with the company, I believe.
That's just so weird.
It's weird. I'm not gonna lie.
I just
It's
feel like
weird.
it feels disrespectful.
It's weird, but
Just because I know how blasphemy works,
I mean,
you know.
But in the end of the
It
day,
fucks me up because ultimately, why is Lil Nas X doing this shit?
because he's
I mean, the dancing.
trying to promote a song.
But
that
bro,
now
at
has
the
30
end of
million views
at
on
the end
YouTube.
of the day, is it worth all of that? You can, bro. He had
Yes,
Little Town
he's gonna
Road.
tell you. He's gonna tell
he
you
had
that.
Yes.
Old Town Road. What?
tell you, yes.
If he could make
gonna-
Old Town Road, he can make another hit. Honestly, without
He
all
did.
of this shit.
But it's
did.
just like it's literally just like a woman will sell sex to like make more money. It's a literal same concept. Like he is just selling like.
Sex with Satan.
My
I mean,
fault.
just sex
I'm
in
sorry.
general. I
I'm
mean-
sorry. I thought it was 31. It's now at 61 million.
Yo, but I will
Alright,
say
we're watching this.
I
video
thought
after
the
we get
music
off this fucking
video-
podcast.
I feel
Fuck
like the
it.
music video would be less satanic.
Oh shit! I don't know what that was. We're good.
We're still
okay.
going. Oh,
Yeah, we're good.
I feel like it would be less satanic and like evil feeling if he didn't release the shoes. Like I feel like I could like it. Like I like Little Nicky.
Here's the issue with the video. The video would not have as many plays.
If it wasn't
because
for the
what you're
shoe.
saying is actually correct, Kristen. This video honestly really is not that big of a deal in today's
Hypersexualization and like
it's
attention
it's really not that
span.
big of a deal. I think the only issue is that he's a dude doing it. He's a guy doing it, and he's a popular guy. He's gay and he's a popular guy, and this is what he's doing. The shoes kind of just tie in. The
shoes were added.
the
Like,
but the
what
fact that
fuck?
they're specifically tied in with the video.
I guarantee you, if the video didn't release or the shoes didn't release, if it was just one or the other, I think the shoes would ultimately get more play because it's just a crazy situation that this is a materialistic item, especially with seeing sneaker culture today and how important it is, and seeing how well sneakers do with exclusivity, like 666 pairs. Like, of course that's gonna fucking sell. Like, Lil Nas X knew what he was doing when he partnered with MSCHF.
It has 2.6 million thumbs up and 209,000.
We're talking about the song?
The song.
209,000 what?
Thumbs down.
Oh, that's not bad.
2.6 million thumbs ups is fucking crazy.
That's amazing.
For a video that has 61 million views.
Hope he's getting that money.
He's
Honestly,
he won out of all this. He got exactly. If those shoes,
2 viral ass
if
songs.
no one ever gets a pair of those shoes, he won.
Yeah.
Because Nike did send a lawsuit to MSCHF. They're suing those motherfuckers for this. I don't know how they're gonna win, because if you win, that pretty much is saying that as a.
But they never sold them.
They did sell them.
Oh.
They did sell them. They sold out in under a minute.
But they gave their money back.
No, they did not yet. They actually made a T-shirt with their lawsuit on the front,
Which I think is the most
That's
genius
pretty
thing that you can do in the
fucking
occasion.
awesome, yeah.
Because that's such a pop culture moment in life that everyone is going to want to kind of
I don't think
remember.
anyone's gonna get that shoe though. Honestly, I don't think anyone. The shoe itself was $1,000.
Bro, 100% people are gonna want to get that shoe. Yeah, honestly,
I agree. They're gonna want it. I don't think legally, because of this, they'll be able to actually sell it. I don't think all the sales will get returned. I think no one's gonna actually get the shoe. No one, other than I do know a few people.
wait, did anyone actually receive them?
My homie, who received it. He is a YouTuber, and he got them early to review them. So if we want, we can. I'm sure I can hit him up and try to have him on here or something. He can bring him through and some shit. Come to LA or whatever, and it'd be pretty cool.
Let's
Hell
do
yeah.
it.
Set that up, but
Let's do
gonna
it.
bring the shoes and shit. Go on a tour, but he has the shoes. He got them.
Dude, honestly, that's pretty
He's
cool.
one of the reviews I watched, and like the shoe itself, is 1000% just it's a gimmick. It's really just a gimmick. Like he knew people were gonna trip over that shit. He knew people were gonna flip over it. He knew people were gonna bug, and it worked. And now he's 61 million up.
I just think giving into that shit is kind of whack.
If everyone, the way they would have beat it is if everyone just ignored it. If he did that and no one cared.
Yeah, but so many people like to piss people off, and they like the concept of like someone being like riled up.
Exactly.
They love that shit.
The way to thwart that, the way to combat that is you don't get riled up.
I mean, ultimately, maybe Lil Nas X isn't religious at all, and this shit doesn't bother him.
Yeah.
But you're also being insensitive to an entire religious community, so ultimately that's on him if he wants to take on that. But in the fame,
and in his defense, I will say, like, the Christian community, like, based on what they are taught, is not super loving and accepting and like understanding of a gay man. So I understand that he's like kind of like, fuck you guys, like, you don't give a fuck about me, like, you don't give a fuck about my existence, like, so I totally get it. Also,
that's every religion though.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, for the most part, they say, but I mean.
So that's why, like, I understand why people pick on the Catholic religion, because it is kind of pushed onto us living in America. So I understand.
Catholic or Christian?
Christian, both really.
Yeah,
it's like all the same thing.
That whole umbrella kind of.
Did you grow up religious?
I grew up Catholic.
Okay, so, like, I grew up
if
Lutheran.
If I was to do anything like Lil Nas X, it would make sense because of how I was raised. Like, I would be throwing shots at the religion that taught me all these beliefs that seemed
to make you feel demonized.
Exactly.
Honestly,
which is not fair.
I went to church on Sundays, and I'll be transparent. Like,
so you didn't give a fuck.
I really didn't like that shit. The only reason I like going is because they had donuts, and I would get a donut before. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Pull up, grab a donut.
It's like a nice community for the most part.
That's what I say is the best thing about it is the community aspect.
That's
and
like
the donuts.
I'm not personally huge into religion. I'm more of like a energetic perspective, like whoever the power source is, like whatever the name is, who cares?
So I guess shout out to him. You know, he's looking beautiful in this music video.
Yeah,
he's giving the devil a lap dance and twerking on him,
and then kills him and takes his crown.
You know what? Shout out to
he's the devil. Yeah, shout out to the devil.
It's a shout out.
Shout out to the devil.
I don't know.
Lil Nas X.
Shout out to the devil, Lil Nas X.
Nah, fuck all that. I'm not shouting that shit out. Fuck that.
I mean, he's definitely giving you the ability. He's definitely proving that you actually have freedom of speech in this country. So you definitely have to appreciate that.
That was definitely it.
I mean, to see a gay black man in America doing this.
That's what I'm saying.
With such a bold statement, like.
That's what I mean. That's what you.
Wait,
dude. 50 years ago, this shit would have been.
I will say.
It would have been a death
I will
sentence.
say this at the end of the day, especially with fucking Easter just on Saturday.
Yeah.
The reality is Jesus died for our sins.
1,000.
So we better get out there and start sinning.
That's what I'm saying.
Because let's not let it be in vain.
Sin exclusive.
And that's what I'm saying. Not only what you're saying is true, is the gay black man doing all this stuff on in the music video. This music video, if you looked at it, it is not cheap. They spent the label.
I'm gonna watch it. I still haven't watched it.
The label spent money on this music video.
Right.
There's bread invested into him. To be doing this means that, we're accepting of it. We're gonna push it. We're gonna market this. We're gonna make money off this. So for that to be the case, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to him, because once again, he's proving freedom of speech in this country is alive and well.
Facts.
Definitely to this degree. They'll push an agenda for sure. So,
I mean, yeah man. Wait, did we talk about? I can't remember if this was the first fuck up of my recording or the second one that we're recording now. Did we talk about the new movies dropping?
I don't think so. Oh no,
that was the first recording.
We did. We talked about Bad Trip came out.
I definitely want to see King Kong.
You guys need to see King Kong. I need to see King Kong as well. We have not seen that. That will have a review.
But you've seen Bad Trip, okay?
But I have seen Bad
Kristen,
Trip.
for the for the listeners, for you, she makes fire popcorn.
Okay.
Her popcorn is A1. Okay. I think we should
on the stove.
We should have a movie night.
Yeah, and you need popcorn for both. We need popcorn for both of those movies.
We could get the gang. We should invite, or we could go to maybe Kristen Jazzy's.
Perfect.
That sounds.
They have a humongous TV,
bro. We
have a big TV.
Let me paint the picture for you, bro. Their entire living room space is one color, right? But the TV the wall where the TV is, their TV is 70 inch TV.
Yeah, I've seen a 70 before. That's
but they painted the wall black so that when you're watching the TV, it's only the wall.
It's amazing.
Dude, it's
only
fucking
it looks like
fire.
It looks like a movie. They try to make it like a movie theater.
Yeah,
Yes.
straight up.
Wait.
Surround sound.
Love you, Chris and Jazz. So I've lived with Chris and Jazzy before in Highland Park. And I will fucking tell you, I have never been more disgusted with a couple in my life than when I fucking live with these people. They love movies. Like, Chris is a director, Jazz is an actress. Like, they're both writers.
Crazy.
They're so talented. They're so amazing. But they love movies. And so they fucking put this hillbilly ass curtain up in the middle of the living room. And, like, don't get me wrong, like, love them so much. Like, it's all fun and games. But
it ain't though, that hillbilly ass curtain.
No, dude, you don't even understand. If you would have seen the house that we had, this shit was so fucking sick. Like, it had the most beautiful, dope ass view. Like, when the lights would come, like, the sun would come down and we were like, you could see the whole valley of Highland Park. Like, it was like on a hill. It was perfect. Open windows, huge, beautiful. Chef's kiss.
Hillbilly, you got this hillbilly.
And then these motherfuckers put a hillbilly ass curtain in the middle of the big ass living room. So, like, imagine a wide, like, 5x10. Or, I mean, horrible. Obviously bigger than 5.
5x10 sounds pretty small, actually.
Wait, so, like, 5x10, so, like, maybe, I don't know, 15 by 30.
I don't know where this math's coming from.
Anyways, this is the concept of what I'm trying to say. I'm drunk. Is, like, it was 2 times wider than it was thick.
Gotcha.
So whatever. So it was a big ass room, and so they put the fucking hillbilly curtain in the middle. And I've never been so mad in my life. Like, I came home to this beautiful fucking home, like
with a hillbilly,
like literally $1 million home in Highland Park, and I was like, what the fuck?
Got you.
Is that ugly ass curtain?
I want to see this curtain.
Here?
I need to see this curtain too.
Oh my god!
I need to judge it myself.
Yeah,
it was like it was a big ass 4-bedroom house, and it was me, my friend Shay, and then Chris and Jazzy, the relationship couple. And me and Shay would just talk the most shit because we were so fed up with this. We're like,
even though you lived there.
We paid rent, but it was like nothing. They really hooked us up.
Got you.
Blessings.
Shout out Chris and Jazz.
Shout out to Chris and Jazz. I love your fucking hillbilly ass curtain, bitch.
Yeah.
Love that hillbilly shit.
Do we want to get to that saucy tea that like Quavo swatted?
Yo, I mean, I saw the video, bro. Honestly, that shit was pretty fucking crazy. Like, we've seen some elevator videos, but like
that was definitely the least crazy. Like, thank God that was the least craziest.
It was medium. It was in the middle.
It bothered me though that she stayed on the floor for so long. She must have been.
Here's the reason why.
You think she saw the camera?
She saw the camera. She already knew how it was going to look, and he's mad.
He saw the camera. I saw him.
He saw the camera, and you can see he's like, "Come on, stop playing around. Like, I know what you're doing. Stop playing. Like, stop. I know you're not hurt. I didn't do anything to you. Stop
See,
playing."
that's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, everybody has dirty ass laundry.
That's where once he looked up, once I looked up, I'm
Quavo.
I'm helping you up. I'm help all that shit. I'm gonna make
when she looks up. She's like, "Oh, I'm about to get my bag back."
Yeah, no, facts.
So look, wait.
Let me lay on the floor for a minute.
Hold on, let's just before we talk.
She lay there for a
she needed
wait.
Use the bars to pull her up. Like, that shit was.
Before we get into this, I want you both to acknowledge the fact that the reality is that a man has more muscle mass and
of course, I'm not gonna
like more power than she has. So any force that he is using against her is. It's not equal to like what it would be like if she swung on a man and on a woman.
But they weren't fighting. They weren't fighting.
That's the issue.
But he still slammed her. That's fucked up.
No. That's what.
Wasn't he just trying to grab some shit?
That's the issue when people watch the video. The way he was grabbing her and pulling her, you would think he should have actually slammed her. She never, when he pulled her back, her back never hit the wall of the elevator. Because she was still trying to get the case. She never hits the back of the elevator. He doesn't pull her hard enough. He just pulls her so that she doesn't run away with the case. He was holding on to her. If you look at it, the way he was pulling her, if he had pulled her like how Kristen is saying, how Kristen is acknowledging is very true, she would have hit that fucking back of the wall of the elevator. She didn't. She was still able to fight for it. That's why Quavo had to fall on the Call of Duty case. He had to use his body. Fall on the Call of Duty case.
Why you call it like that?
What was that?
Why are you calling it like that?
Because it's very obvious what is transpiring right now, and I don't like.
Why do you call it a Call of Duty case?
Oh, it's a Call of Duty case. If you look at it, it has Call of Duty on it. It's whatever it was. People are assuming it's a video game, something because it has Call of Duty on it.
So he does never slam her to the ground. He just fights. He just wrestles with her.
The case.
I just personally.
The video for myself, I was just like, why is she laying on the ground for so long?
Because she sees the camera. She knows how this shit is gonna look, and she's playing it up.
See, okay, I would just say
it's unfortunate. I don't like it.
I don't like it, and as a woman, I don't want to say that because I just feel like for the majority, like
as a man, I don't want to believe that she's doing that. I want to believe that she's actually.
And I also don't want to say that.
Put yourself in her shoes. Put yourself in her shoes.
She's also possibly afraid, actually physically afraid. So she might just be like chilling on the ground. But we don't even know the
situation.
We don't.
I
want to know what's in that case.
Wait. Fuck that. We do know the situation. The reality is this motherfucker cheated. She fucking found out about it and she wigged out.
How do we know that? Do you know that?
Because she came on.
I don't know. We don't know what we don't know is the specifics of this. What you're saying is true. We don't know if that's the time that she found out.
I'm fucking sure of it. As a woman, like...
But then what are they fighting over? What is that case?
Yeah,
they're fighting.
All we know is that it had Call of Duty on the side of this. So mad people are assuming it was like video game shit. But I'm like, why would Sweetie be...
Why would he be fighting over...
Why would she be trying to take his PS5?
Literally, I'm sure she was just fucking mad and trying to take anything. They're just trying to like throw shit. They're fighting. They're passionate. Both of them. I think they both clearly are attached or they love each other.
I think fighting over this case.
I think that this fight was maybe, I'm not gonna say normal for them, but I think that being in that elevator. What you said, Sin, I think she realized that there was a camera 1,000%.
There. Well, it's the building. That was the building she was renting out of that, so she knew that elevator like nobody. She lived in that building. That was her building.
Yeah, but also in the moment of things, like you are thinking about survival mode. You're not necessarily always. I think at some point possibly
Kristen,
it is.
She was down for a cool 5 minutes.
But maybe she just was out of breath and tired of fighting with this motherfucker.
Come on, no.
She knew there was a
Kristen.
This is your home. You live here. You know there's a camera in your elevator. Because she didn't really look up. If you look at the video, she didn't really look up the way Quavo did the entire time.
And Quavo was literally just... He was just looking around. Like, he didn't seem violent after that confrontation.
He wasn't trying to attack her.
No, he would definitely. He just wanted his Call of Duty case.
And then after it was over and she was laying on the floor, they were just standing there and she was just on the floor.
He was like, stop.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, she could have just literally been on the floor because she's just like taking a moment,
for
taking
5
a fucking
minutes or however.
Why would your first instinct be to be like, get up and make everything pretty? Like, why don't you just fucking be yourself and like be in a tragic moment? Like, they're fighting.
I can see it. I know. The more we talk about it, I can see it. It sounds like it could be a time where she might have first found out he was cheating, and she was trying to run out.
Like just going nuts.
That
like
kind of fight. This kind of hysterical type of.
I just think it's
Quavo. It doesn't look like Quavo's one to like actually.
I think we don't know the situation.
No,
I think that there's no way that we can accurately judge what happened because ultimately. It just looks weird.
And also, it's not even our fucking place to judge.
I can see it honestly being a thing of keep taking the case from her because whatever it is would allow her to leave. And it keeps her there.
And don't get me wrong.
Yo, come on.
I'm sure at some point
it's not video games in that case.
There's no way even though it says Call of Duty, there's no way it's a fucking video game.
No, but they're obviously at a toxic level. They are like
1,000%
throwing up.
I'm glad they broke up.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're not at a level that is like compatible at this point. And I just feel like fuck, like
I'm glad
like that sucks that they're like most intimate, tragic, sad, heart-wrenching moments of their lives are now televised and we're having a conversation about it. Like that sucks.
How long were they together?
I don't even know. They seem like they were together for a decent amount of time.
I honestly didn't even know about it, but I don't follow Sweetie or Quavo like that.
Yeah, me neither.
I think she's like,
I just saw the story come out, and I'm like, honestly.
Wait, do you guys know why they broke up in the first place, or why like the huge?
You
like,
said he cheated, right?
So say that he cheated, but it was also
she did it. She did
an interview.
She was on an interview with a show that had her ex-boyfriend on it, and she said some wild ass shit on the show.
Like what?
She was just talking spicy the whole show, talking very flirtatious, like
about her ex.
No, just about life, because the show itself is kind of like a show where you go and you drink and you talk kind of sexual or just about.
So it was like kind of a setup.
Yeah, it was kind of a setup, and her ex-boyfriend is there as one of the hosts of the show as well. And they asked
she was very like in a very serious relationship with him, like
Quavo.
with her ex-boyfriend and with Quavo. So those were like the only relationships she's ever been in. So these men are viewing her as like this like prize who's only been with two men.
Yeah.
Kind of concept.
Yeah, so it was definitely.
I don't get it.
It's a show that if you were dating her, you wouldn't really approve for her to go on. Like as your girlfriend, you'd be like, nah, you shouldn't do that.
And I think they had asked her like, would she have sex? Would she like have a threesome with two dudes?
Yeah, no, they asked her. Well, they said
just a threesome in general.
Well, they were like, if your man's doing everything right, and you're like, you're down or whatever. Like if he's doing everything he's supposed to do, like you're down for the threesome. Like, and you pick the girl. Who's the girl you would pick? And she was like, if my man was doing everything right. For the threesome, I'd let him pick whatever dude he wants to. And everyone went fucking crazy. Like, everyone went fucking insane.
But that's the patriarchy.
And, no, facts. But at the same time, like, that's a question that if we're in a relationship, like a serious, like, high profile, like,
if you
can't just be answering these questions willy nilly.
You can't really play like. That's the issue. Is that could definitely,
in general,
if Kristen was
male or female.
Like that, I'm like,
you guys
like, oh really, bitch?
Oh, word. Here's the thing, though, with you guys, we're not.
Oh, really, Kristen Elizabeth?
You're not high profile enough where that you can make that joke. Yeah. And it'd be just between, like it could be a joke that's low level. If you're high profile in the news, and niggas are gonna run crazy with that story. Everyone's gonna go fucking crazy with that story.
And I understand that, just like as an individual in a relationship, like I do feel like they're obviously like you don't want to, if you're not necessarily down for that, you don't want to hear your partner say those things.
No, you don't.
So. But aside from that, I just feel like it's just like sucks for her. Like, I mean, maybe it's just. I don't know. I just feel bad in a way for her that like she just got like so fucking ran down on so hard just because of like something she said that in the moment she probably thought that it was like gonna be like pleasing to her man, because she does seem like a very loyal individual.
Wonder if she had something to do with that video though.
I think in her head she probably thought she was saying the right thing. That was like maybe her man would listen and think that shit was sexy, but like it wasn't.
I think she said that to make a joke. I think it was 100% a joke when she said that video.
Either one.
I think it was a joke.
Either a joke.
She doesn't
or
want
trying to be like
cause,
sexy.
Because here's the thing: a guy with two girls, I feel like is a threesome.
So you think it was just taken out of context?
Would you call it a train?
It's a train. That's a train.
A girl with two guys.
A girl with two guys is a train. That's what. That's.
But why is it not a train? Like, why can a girl run a train on you? If a girl and her homie's like, hey, like they're gonna fucking run a train on you.
How sex works, I think because of how
because
of sex.
You could like
you're getting fucked.
Penetrate.
But why is it different? Just because you have a dick and they have a vagina?
Yeah, that's
literally it. That's the literal.
But that's what it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it's not. It's not something that we're trying to.
What is going on with this audio today?
Yeah, is it good? We're Gucci?
I think we're good.
All right, cool.
I did see a ghost in here earlier, but I wasn't going to say anything.
I think my computer's going to explode.
It's not something that you can't say what we're saying is sexist at this point, because the way it's just we're going off of how we define sex. That's why it's like.
But that's also like a cultural thing that we have adapted as a society, as like this patriarchal bullshit that everyone's fucking subscribed to. And subconsciously, you don't even realize that equality is not even in your fucking perception. The reality is that you think that men in general, like this is like you're allowed a lot of things and women are allowed less.
I don't think it's
subconsciously. You don't even realize that. As a woman, I'm gonna let you know what happens.
I think that a threesome between two men and one woman and 2 women and 1 man are completely different.
Yeah, they are very different.
And the scene is different.
The scene is different.
The scene is that it's not different because it actually is different. The sex that would be happening between 1 woman and 2 men, and
because a man can't have sex with 2 women at one time.
That's why you can't define it the same. That's why.
But why not?
Because it's too.
But men and women are equal.
That'd be like trying
if men and women are equal, then it should be fucking equal. If men and women are equal, then a threesome, regardless of the situation, should be fucking equal.
Nah, Kristen.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started.
Flying a plane and driving a car are equal forms of transportation. But they're very different forms of transportation.
Okay, well, it's a double flight and a double car.
Very slower than a fucking flying a plane. They're different forms of transportation. So I think that's what it comes down to is like, yeah, no, sex is sex. What you're saying is true. Everyone's equal in those situations, but what's happening is very different from 2 women and 1 guy and 1 girl. No,
I'm sorry, Kristen. I get it, but
I get what you're saying too.
I'm gonna agree with Sin on this.
Yeah, I get 100%. Women are equal, but we're not saying it's an equal.
Yeah, it may be different, but hold on. The regard to this, but to this conversation with Sweetie and what aspects it holds on her is the reality is that Quavo as a man decided that the concept of her fucking 2 dudes. Are we still rolling?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool.
The concept of her fucking 2 dudes, like, for his, like, if he wanted that, like, that was, like, beyond him. Like, that he could never. But had she said something else, it would have been a different story. If it would have been something to pleasure him as opposed to pleasure her, that's the difference. Like, I understand it's 2 penises, 1 vagina, like 2 vaginas, 1 penis, but the reality is the pleasure is happening. Like, so what she took the concept of, like, you guys will pleasure me as opposed to like we're gonna pleasure him as a man. I feel like that's a very patriarchal concept.
Let's be clear in this situation. I think that they took that soundbite out of context and that echoing what you said, it was a joke.
Saying is totally different because
but what she's saying is facts. You can have the women
pleasuring you and not even touch me. You can have it be me pleasuring a female and the other female pleasuring. But if I'm not like that, then it's guaranteed only gonna work that one way where it's 2 dudes fucking you. So that's what I'm saying. That's a totally different situation.
Okay.
How can you have the same situation?
The reality is, accept the fact that this is cultural bullshit. That the fact that it's held in a different regard that she wants to be pleasured by 2 men.
Men are.
1,000% they are.
Because I feel like they're more open and more.
No, they're culturally allowed to be. If dudes wanted to be more experimental, it instantly assumes that they're gay. They're homosexual. If dudes try to do anything like that,
like paint their fucking nails.
They're instantly gay. Like you're instantly assuming gay.
I wouldn't say someone paints their nails.
But that's you because you're a good person with your fucking head on your shoulders.
But no, 1,000% dudes look at you wild. Like
I feel like it sounds like it has a lag. I think you fixed it.
Magic.
Perfect. Season 1, episode 1.
That is what it is. I hope Quavo and Sweetie don't date ever again, and I hope Quavo doesn't take any heat for this because I don't think it's that big of a deal. But I feel like this might potentially be a rollout.
Yeah,
what else
that was
we got to talk
crazy.
about? Because we've been talking about a lot of shit. I mean, we talked about a lot. Any other thing we want to fit into this?
I mean,
feel like this episode's
that fucking boat crashing in the canal was pretty crazy.
I mean,
how much money did that cost?
90
billions.
9.6 billion. 9.6. I mean, well, because there's like livestock and different things that are traveling.
They said 30% of global import export goes through that canal,
which is like it got me thinking
crazy.
Like why? What's so like? Yeah, that's your fault. Y'all need to figure out other alternative route. Like I should have been known.
And do you know how it got fixed?
Wow.
Because the fucking full moon pulled the fucking the tides and like lifted it up and saved the universe.
I would have not thought the full moon had anything to do with that.
Well, the full moon pulled the tides.
I thought they dug it up.
I was hearing they dug.
I mean, they fucking dug it with a rake. There's nothing that's gonna happen.
They were saying the amount that they would have to dig is like insane.
No, I'm serious. The tide came in, lifted the boat, and floated it.
That makes sense.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they would only rely on like one fucking piece of fucking.
You gotta fill Sin's cup too.
Oh, word.
You're high key pouring us up crazy right now. You haven't
Terrence, I have. Trust me.
She knows what she's
Trust
doing.
me, that doesn't. I don't know if that equates.
Oh, word. There we go.
Equates. Equates.
From this angle, my glass looks a little tall. I'm not gonna go.
She's not thinking
Okay, perfect.
No, she's not
Perfect.
thinking, no, you're good. She's not thinking
Yeah. What? This is COVID-19.
He wasn't mad at it. He wasn't mad
Like
at it.
you didn't smoke a joint with this
Yeah,
man.
no, honestly,
Pick your battles, dog.
you three are probably the most people I'm like comfortable around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously. Yeah,
We
I
trust
therapy
you.
with you guys once a week.
He's over here
I
like,
don't know,
yeah, there was
Sin
a
with
party.
mask
We had
off
a
at that
party with like
party.
8 people.
Yo,
Mask off, mask off. What the fuck, dog?
It wasn't 8 people.
No.
Yeah, what? So Bo getting stuck. What else do we got?
Yo, shout out New York making weed legal.
Yeah, shout out New York making weed legal. That's pretty crazy. New York must be going fucking insane once that goes like legit, like 100% into
I just don't
That's a
understand
big
why it's
thing.
not federal, illegal.
It's going to be eventually federal. It's
For
just,
sure.
I think once it's illegal in every state, I think that's what the federal government needs is every state to kind of agree with it, so that
I would say in less than 2 to 3 years.
I feel like for them to make it federally legal, they would need the incredible every part of the country to agree with it. So
If we can drink milk, we can fucking smoke weed.
Not facts.
Come on, what the fuck, man? What's going on with Utah passing this law to ban porn?
So they have hella Mormons.
I'm not mad at that.
It's like a super Mormon
You're not
state.
mad at that?
I'm not mad at like
That's
someone
taking
wanting
away
to-
freedom.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess it is.
I just
I
To
can
have to
understand-
pay a fine to watch porn sounds crazy.
I just understand people just being anti-porn because porn. I won't say porn messes with
But that's
you,
your
but I feel
personal
like-
preference, though.
Yeah, well, that's
it's
the thing. I
freedom
feel
of
like-
speech.
I just feel like some people just lack. There's like
I think sex
my
life should be-
relationship with porn is what it is, and I'm just grateful for it. And I just know that some people just lack that.
My
self-control.
relationship with porn is that I could afford it.
I look at porn and I'm like,
What do
yo,
you
there's
mean?
probably people who are they look at this shit every fucking day,
Like all day.
all day,
Just
because it's
crazy.
the amount of
Look
You did
crazy
that.
looks
That's
in
a
their
man.
eye.
I literally,
You're hating on men right
I
there.
literally
Don't-
First of all,
Women watch porn too.
yes, they do. I watch
Probably
porn.
more than
I would say
than men.
I would say even in my advanced age,
in advanced.
advanced age, how much I delve into the porn world is the tip of the iceberg for the most part. Like I'm
What do
very
you mean?
surface. As far as like I don't need much, I don't use it much, I don't need to look at it much. So like
You're in it and you're out.
exactly facts. It's a corner store visit for me.
Corner?
I'm fucking.
Hang up the podcast. I'm over
Corner
this.
store visit for me.
Sin exclusive.
Oh my god, I'm
but
weak.
just from the little bit that I had gone in, I can see how it's a fucking Costco's. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Oh
dude,
my god, like
we
people that have
literally-
no game.
Last episode we were talking
Literally.
about these sex dolls.
That's what I'm saying,
bro.
Like, so I can understand why people, even though I don't agree with it, I can understand why people would want to ban.
Yeah,
it.
there's clearly I see the
Because
market.
they probably see people who are like fucked up off of porn. They literally can't. It hinders them from having normal game. Hinders them from getting game.
Yeah.
Hinders them from because they just look at the sexual urge as like they.
But
don't-
my thing is that you got to just let people be people. Like if that's who they're gonna be, you can't fucking control their lives.
My thing with it is that people think. I don't say people think, but like it seems like with the way porn works, where it can hinder you is it doesn't allow you to control and deal with your sexual emotions, your sexual feelings, because you use porn
but think about-
you use porn to get them off. You
Think
just
about
use-
like Japan. They view porn differently. They advocate for it so that people get their urges out, so that they don't
Rape?
do these violent
But no,
acts.
see, even with Japanese porn, it's all blurred out. They blur everything out.
Yeah.
So like even within that creates I need to see it. I need to like.
I mean, in my opinion, it's a double-edged sword. So the reality is it makes people hypersexualized. Like they just want to fucking jack off on everything.
Yeah.
Or the other side is that like it becomes more normal. Like, they're just like, chill. They're like, okay, this is how I want to fucking like go out and do outrageous things, and nobody fucking wants me because I'm an ugly rat and I have a horrible personality. So I'm just gonna go jack it off, like, be my pussy off.
If you have an issue, I can understand that. But realistically, I feel like you need to learn how to deal with being like sexually aware that you're horny.
But that's what
being around like life.
Being a parent, that's the most important key of this whole situation, is like raising your children to understand that like this is normal. If you feel this way, like do XYZ.
I mean, sex is a part of life. It's all.
I
remember my first boner. Shit was crazy.
How old were you?
Probably like fucking.
I don't remember my first one.
Yeah, I can't remember my.
I was about to say your first.
I was like 11 when I was like, whoa.
I remember watching my first porn. I was in like elementary school. This is fucking crazy. Right
T-Will exclusive.
Sounds insane.
Yeah, I was in elementary school. I'm not gonna say what grade I was in because that's cap. But my homie came over and we fucking pulled up. We had a pay-per-view, or no, it was on demand, Cinemax.
Whoa, Skinemax.
Yes, sir.
Movie about my boo bigger tits and a bigger ass.
And long story short, they had this special. It's called Lord of the G-Strings.
Oh, there we go. Wow, wow.
Oh my God, Terrence.
Lord of the G-Strings. Yeah. And it was just all lesbians. And it was probably...
Love that for you.
It was crazy.
It's safer to do that because you don't have to show penetration. It's easier.
No.
You don't have to show penetration.
Yo.
I'm not going to lie. The writing was pretty solid.
When I was younger...
Lord of the G-Strings, you wrote a good movie.
Yo, really, shout out the director.
So when I was in high school, my first like... I mean, I feel like I watched porn like a few times when I was younger, but like only for like a glimpse. But when I was in high school, me and my friend Ariel, we came home. She's fucking racist, so like fuck that. But
whoa,
at the time, this is when we were younger, before she had any consciousness of this. We were fucking came home from school and we started watching porn. We're like 3 hours in. And we were like, I seen this bitch with
solid porn section.
I seen this bitch with a turkey pussy. I was
what?
I'm sorry.
Gobble.
This is explicit religious content. Sorry Easter. Sorry, so close. I feel blasphemous talking about it.
Now.
No.
Can we make that the name of the episode?
Turkey pussy? No, I don't even care. Honestly, at this point, it was the craziest thing I'd ever seen. I was like, it was like a gaping hole into like her entire cervix, which was rather large. And I had never been so...
Are you with me right now? I don't know what's going on.
We watched so much porn.
I don't know. I'm looking at the camera. I'm
like 17 years old at the time. I watched so much porn that day for 3 hours. So, like, we watched gay porn, we watched lesbian porn, we watched
my girlfriend.
Hey, love you, baby. We watched so much porn that day. I was like, what the fuck? Like, at the end of it, she just had looked at me. She goes like, all right, I'm gonna go beat my pussy off. I gotta go home. And then she dipped out.
She locked in everything she needed to see.
She said
she locked in. She's like, I'm out.
We watched every single form of porn that existed.
That shit must have been on AOL dial-up too.
Straight up, like on some random ass shit. I seen everything. I was like, everything that's out there, I've seen it.
This
just right now.
episode is crazy.
Yeah, what the fuck happened?
Hey, cheers. Hey, as soon as I quit my job, I'm extremely free. So. Shout out to free yourself.
Just an update real quick.
Quit your job.
Now that we're just to switch seats before our top. I don't know where we're going with this.
We're not ending the episode on porn.
Yeah,
not on turkey pussy.
The old turkey pussy.
Turkey pussy.
I'm gonna find the video one day of turkey pussy, and you'll understand. You'll be like,
I'm good.
That is a turkey pussy. No, you know, like a turkey is like gaping. Like that's what I seen.
I'm gonna open up my incognito
I'm actually
tab
so good.
When I get home, I'm gonna open
I'm gonna send you #turkey.
When I get home, I'm gonna open up my incognito tab.
I'm done.
Turkey pussy. That's what I call it.
Yo, I got it. I can't have that saved. I can't have it.
I googled it.
Why would you? All right, don't do it.
Oh, she didn't even incognito. I bet.
I'm gonna throw up.
We're not ending the podcast.
Yeah, not like that.
This figuring out. I'm gonna go. Wait a minute.
Just close the fucking window.
Yeah, close it like that picture.
I did. It's gone.
Yeah. So what else? We got?
I think that was it.
It was an amazing episode.
We might have to end it.
Yeah,
on
we might have to end it, guys.
Goodbye, turkey pussy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yo, shout out Turkey Pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out Period Talk. You know,
I'm sick. Cycle Talk.
If
you're listening,
not as cool. It is your boy Sin Supreme.
Oh my god.
Yo, Troy T.
T will
Set me free. It's me, Kristen Elizabeth. Thank you for coming.
Hey,
see you guys next week.
Pussy.
Peace. I have my mic stand.
Oh yeah, no mic stand. Fuck it.
Meow meow.